Hello and welcome to why does this keep happening? Why can't the NFL be normal? At least when the playoffs are it'll be confusing and we have to rank less teams. My name is K-Main. I am an actual NFL owner. Happy Festivus, everyone. I got a lot of problems with these teams, and you're going to hear about them. The podcast only ends when Bears fan pins me, and I am overqualified to be the Packers special teams coach, which is where my grievances will be aimed and aired.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Die Sometimes, and I'm still an avid Jason Whitlock hater. Am a top 1,000 Pokemon Unite player, and I have met LeBron James. But the vibes are low right now because you'll see why soon. The vibes are incredibly low.
And I am Bears fan. I have played football in high school. Wow, how exciting! I got into Twitter beef with Ryan Leaf way back, and it's still funny to this day because I believe that beef, now that I remember it, was like on the day of the second Chiefs-Niners Super Bowl. And I am still the Justin Herbert of Madden, but with enough skill and with enough power, I may, and I just mean this, may just become the Dak Prescott of Madden.
He may even level up to become Brock Purdy, a quarterback he's famously very high on. These are our player spotlights.
Parker Washington is
Duval.
very hype. Trevor Lawrence is very hype. The entire Vikings defense, sure.
I wonder who said that. Wow, I wonder who said that.
True. I mean, also though, I will say this: Gregory Rousseau. I should have told Command how to spell it. That's not how you say it. But this guy had 2.5 sacks, and they were
You said 6.5.
No, I said 2.5. They got 7 quarterback hits.
Oh.
Brown's offensive line is terrible. They're really bad.
If only
Josh
Myles
also
Garrett
died
got
that
to
game.
play against them each week.
Derek
And
Stingley
then
Jr.
nobody cares about the second column. It's fake news.
Fuck you, DJ Moore and Ben Johnson. And
Yeah,
I can't wait.
Spotlight should have been
We're gonna have,
fucking
I already
Keyshawn
said-
Nixon. You won't have to wait
I already
long.
said that we're gonna have like a half-hour talk at this. Also,
No,
you're the non-playoff honorable mentions. Fuck both of these teams. Actually, fuck the Lions.
Fuck the
The
Lions.
Colts are cool.
The
just
Colts.
Lions. The Colts, like
I'm scared
it's
for
just
Sunday.
like watching. It's just like watching a kid slowly die. It's just so sad. It's so sad.
Look, man,
I don't know. I
I've seen
think
slower
I
deaths
think
in
at
movies
least
before.
one of the people on here is hitting a pack watch rip bozo.
I mean, maybe, but like like it was such a cool story, man. Daniel Jones was leading
No,
the
sorry,
team
I was
to
talking
first
about the
seed,
Lions.
and-
Sorry, I thought you were still talking about the
Oh.
Lions.
I'm not talking about no damn Lions. Oh, they suck. Fuck them. They suck.
True. Truth.
You losing to when you allow 100 over 150 rushing yards to the Steelers, that's that's embarrassing.
250.
You should feel
actually.
250. Oh wow, I was 100 yards off. Now that's so much worse. That's actually ridiculously worse. So they should actually be banned from the league. Don't even think about making the playoffs next year. There's a solid chance they could lose to Max Brosmer and the Vikings on Christmas, which is, by the way, that's a Christmas.
Oh, I am rooting for that Christmas miracle. Do not get me wrong. I would
Vikings,
like.
you guys
Oh my
had a
bad! It
chance.
was 230. It was 230.
I'm not going to be
rushing yards,
watching the
but
Packers
still.
game on Saturday. Possibly, I might just get the radio broadcast because I'll probably get motion sick watching it in the car. But we'll see.
Dear.
We're running out of teams to put on here, which means unfortunately, actually every single team on here is a playoff team at this moment. Look, man, you want we'd love to talk about the Colts, but we already have a Phillip Rivers segment. It's not like they won.
Yeah, like sure, the Panthers won that game, but it was just another game where, like, Bryce Young did, like, the bare minimum possible, and they won. Like, wow, congratulations. Bryce Young led a game-winning drive. He's a first
Say the
overall
bare
pick.
minimum.
Okay,
He
maybe
was solid
maybe
that game.
he was
He
fine.
was
It's just
solid. He was solid.
he just hasn't done enough to like he has the Rams game and like stuff like that. But then I remember games against the Saints, and I'm just like, this guy is either like hype as shit and like looking to be one of the coolest players in the NFL, and then the next week he's just like, yeah, he's fine. Like, let me get this straight. He like he's the Dr. Pepper of quarterbacks. Like, he's good. He has
Is
a
he?
type for everyone. I
Is
mean,
he?
what would you say is a better soda comparison?
Like, no, I wouldn't. Like, you're talking soda. He's the Bean Boozled challenge of quarterbacks. Because you're either gonna get an incredibly amazing flavor, or you're gonna get spoiled milk. And that's really what it is. There's no in between. He's just one of the most inconsistent quarterbacks in the league. He's either hooping like he is against Atlanta, or he's playing like abysmal dog shit like he played against the Jaguars. You are not getting anything in between. Ironically, except this game where he actually did play in between, where he was just very solid for them, and that was just enough for them to get the dub. But the Buccaneers are currently spiraling as we speak. They've had embarrassing loss after embarrassing loss after another embarrassing loss. All three to division rivals, by the way. At home, too. Not the Panthers one. The Panthers one was in at home. But the Falcons and the Saints one were both at home, and they lost those games, which is just hilarious to me.
Look, I'm just saying, if I'm a Buccaneers fan, I am sending a fucking fruit basket to the Miami Dolphins for thinking them to put out Quinn Ewers, because at the very least, Quinn Ewers could be way fucking worse than Tua. And meanwhile, the Panthers have to go up against the Seahawks next week, which, like, again, they could win that game, but, like, are we really expecting them to win that game? Not really. And even if then, Tampa could still just win against Miami, and then congratulations. Week 18 is now for the division, no matter what.
I think this is really an indictment on how poorly coached the Atlanta Falcons are.
There's always a way.
I mean, what else can I say? I think this division is an indictment on how terribly coached the Atlanta Falcons are. If this team had a decent coach, they are in first place of this division. Plain and simple.
Not true. Like, if they had a halfway mediocre coach, they'd be in first place.
They don't have Raheem Morris as their head coach or Zach Robinson as their offensive coordinator. Like, this team is in first place.
Someone should have thought about poaching Liam Cohen in the offseason now, shouldn't they?
Hey, someone should have thought about hiring Mike McDonald over Raheem Morris, or Mike Vrabel, who was also in the building. Or I don't know. There's another one out there. I know Jim Harbaugh, who was also in the building, but we all know he like they were just doing that for show.
Yeah,
he wasn't gonna come here. Yeah, he wasn't gonna come here. Probably same thing with Mike Vrabel. He wasn't gonna come here. But Mike McDonald. We also had Ben Johnson in our in our.
I think that one you weren't gonna get.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson.
Yeah, he was gonna. He was going back to the Lions. But we had our opportunities, but we want Raheem Morris, who before even accepting this coaching job had a losing record as a head coach, and even now with this coaching, with him being a coach of this team, you could take away his previous record as a head coach, he still has a losing record.
Oh God,
that's where we are now.
Yeah, if the Falcons are good next year, these segments are going to become just as long as like fucking Bears-Packers segments.
You will not be ready for it, man. Once this team finally decides to be good, oh man.
Dude, it's going to be nothing but that. But also, I did want to say this too. The Panthers won without the run game, by the way. Rico Dowell did fucking dick ball. 9 carries, 29 yards.
The Bucs are usually pretty good against the run unless you're facing Bijan Robinson. But Bijan Robinson, he's an actual elite running back, unlike Rico Dowdle.
Yeah.
But congratulations, Panthers. Congratulations are in order. They took care of business. It was not pretty, but they took care of business.
What is pretty in
also,
2025?
there's a bit that we have to do. Chris, you decided.
The answer is no. By the way, yes. Is Bryce Young better than Matt Ryan? The answer is a resounding no. No, he is not.
Yeah.
And now, for a team,
I feel like round table.
no, we'll round table if we contest you.
Yeah, no,
just to save time.
So much worse than Matt Ryan. Let's move on to the next.
Yeah. Now for a QB that was.
I'm not talking about Matt Ryan.
Yeah. Now for a QB that was at least better than Matt Ryan at one point, the Steelers.
100%.
Yeah. You know what? We gave this team a fuck ton of shit, but at the very least, they beat a solid team. They went into a tough environment, and granted, it is Aaron Rodgers' old punching bag, and I get it. But, like, they took care of business. We can't really shit on them because, like...
The 9-8 Super Bowl will continue until the standard is the standard.
This is so bad for the NFL.
This is so good for the NFL.
This is so bad for the NFL. I hate when the Steelers win. I hate watching this team. They're not fun. Like, DK Metcalf was trying to box one of the Lions fans, and they still won that game. Like, the Lions played with no ball.
He lost $45 million for it. Plus whatever he's getting sued for, which might be $45 million.
Look, man, there's a lot of things to say about that game, but I think we can all unanimously sit here and say that was the right call. Like, not like the
it was only we talked about this. It was only half the right call. Gibbs' forward momentum was stopped. He was being pushed backwards, and he said, "I'm gonna try and reinvent the holy roller."
Yeah,
it was a cool play to look at.
Yeah, but like at
it's
the end
the
of the
Lions.
game, that play should have never been a touchdown to begin with. Like that forward progression should have been fucking donezo by that point.
Yeah,
it is again. I don't even want to talk about the Lions. I don't even really want to talk about the Steelers either. Like, this team is so unfun to watch.
For what it's worth, you won't have to. The Lions are 15. And the Lions are 16. And they probably won't be on this list anymore unless they make the playoffs. So,
the Packers are going to have to do some insane choking if that's the case. But I think that is very unlikely.
Yeah, Lamar's DNP loves maybe. We'll talk about it in like a slide or two.
Not even that. All they need to do is beat the Vikings in Week 18, and then boom, donezo.
Yeah. Well, the thing is too,
I'd like to go into Saturday with a clinch.
The Steelers were fun to watch this week. Like Kenneth Gainwell. I didn't mean to say Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Gainwell had genuinely one of the coolest touchdowns of the year.
Le'Veon Bell 2.0.
He is. Look, man, that's disrespectful to Le'Veon Bell because Kenneth Gainwell is a fucking role player. This man
I think that's disrespectful. I think that's disrespectful to Kenneth Gainwell because he seems to have his head on his shoulders.
I don't know what's going on. Like, if you're a former Steeler, your brain is probably mush anyways.
Well,
regardless.
Yeah, that's what Tomlinisms do to you.
Regardless, the Steelers team is going to make the playoffs because the Ravens can't stop getting in their own way. What a shame.
All I will say is, you want to know why the Steelers won this game? 2 reasons. Scotty Miller got a clutch 4th down conversion, and Adam Thielen had 4 catches for 49 yards. You don't deserve to win the game.
Somehow even more embarrassing. Good job, Lions. Your defense sucks.
Yay, the Lions lost. And everyone on the cast.
Matt Ryan is not better than Aaron Rodgers?
No, he is not. Unfortunately.
Career Matt Ryan is probably better than this year's Aaron Rodgers. But
easily. But we're talking about Aaron Rodgers all time.
Oh no, Aaron Rodgers smokes.
Aaron Rodgers 100%.
Aaron Rodgers is a top 2 QB.
He's like how many?
All time.
How many MVPs does he have? What?
4.
Okay, let's not go that far. I wouldn't say top 2. He's
2011, 2014, 2020, and 2021.
Aaron Rodgers probably top 5. I wouldn't say top 2.
I can tell. For the sake of not dragging this to 3 hours before we get to the next slide, I'll talk to you about it later.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay.
Also, I kind of hate the Steelers logo. It's the first time I've really had to look at it in a while. Like, other than filling me with prime hatred of the Steelers. Yeah.
Iconic. Why? It's like
If these two teams play in the Super Bowl, it'll be the first. It will be the solo leveling of Super Bowls.
It'll be the first Super Bowl watched by the first Super Bowl.
The NFL was asked to rig a Super Bowl to help cure the nation's insomnia.
You're saying
people are waking up for the Bad Bunny halftime show and then falling right to fucking sleep.
You're talking about falling asleep to the Super Bowl. This will be the first Super Bowl that will get the country to come as a collective to ban the NFL as a sport. That's how evil that Super Bowl would be. But hopefully, the teams in the playoffs will take care of business. But that being said, the Eagles suck. They were losing this game at halftime. They beat a Josh Johnson-led Commanders team. Am I supposed to feel something about that? No. This team sucks. Don't need to say anything else.
Yeah, man. Look, man. We could.
No, you do. Their QB is much worse than Matt Ryan.
Oh, 100%. I don't care that. Care that Jalen Hurts won a Super Bowl. I don't care. I don't care that Jalen Hurts won a Super Bowl. He has there's nothing.
I forgot to put the question mark on this. Whoops.
Look, the funniest thing is, I will just say this. Jalen Hurts has probably been in more top 5 quarterback talks in his career than Matt Ryan ever has.
That's because Eagle fans are stupid.
And also Matt Ryan played for the Falcons.
And also no, he hasn't. Like, he's been in top 5 talks maybe twice in his career, and it's again because Eagle fans are stupid. So no, it's not close. We're not even having this. I'm not thinking about it. Like, I don't care. I really do not care. No one should care. Joe Flacco Super Bowl MVP. Is he better than Matt Ryan? Never a day in his life. So let's stop. Let's cut that nonsense out.
Joe Flacco
round table.
Matt Ryan though. You can't argue with that.
This is round table. No. First of all, I mean, like, what? Shut your mouth. No. I'm not going to acknowledge this. I'm not going to acknowledge anything Jalen Hurts because he hasn't done anything. He hasn't done anything overtly impressive this season, and yet he's barely done anything impressive during the postseason last year. Like, realistically, the only reason he won Super Bowl MVP is because the Chiefs stacked the box and they said, "Hey, beat us deep," and he did sometimes. But in reality, it was their defense crushing the Chiefs like head into oblivion. That's what it was. If anything, their defense should have won Super Bowl MVP, but they gave that DEI MVP, Super Bowl MVP to Jalen Hurts. So whatever. Like, no, the Eagles suck. He's never been better than Matt Ryan a day in his career. So moving on to the next. I'll let you. Do you guys have anything to say about the Eagles?
No dissent.
They're boring.
I would rather watch the Steelers in the playoffs than the Eagles. That's not really a big compliment, but also I'm a Packers fan, so of course I want to watch Rodgers.
I mean, at least the Steelers are like a fun kind of car explosion. The Eagles are like the bad kind of car explosion.
Do you guys want
a fun kind of car explosion?
Fun. Again,
fire Rich Bisaccia.
The floor is all yours.
I'm gonna let you guys go first. Fire Rich Bisaccia, Romeo Dobbs, that kind of sucked, but at least unlike Keyshawn Nixon, he takes accountability. Matt LaFleur shouldn't be fired. Matt LaFleur should also not have control over who his coordinators are because he cannot be trusted except for hiring Jeff Hafley.
Wow, what a choke. What a choke.
I don't put I put less stock into it because J-Lo got knocked out pretty early on.
Malik Willis played well. I mean, Malik Willis played well.
No, Malik Willis is getting paid like $10-15 million to be a bridge QB for the Raiders next year.
Oh, we have the
He's
quarterback.
no. First of all, he's screaming 2026 Atlanta Falcons starting quarterback. That's what he's gonna do. 'Cause that's what he's gonna be. That's what he's gonna be.
You're
I'm not
signing
gonna make
Joe
this-
Flacco, and you're gonna
I'm not
fucking
gonna make
like it.
If we sign Joe Flacco, no. Not
You're
making
signing
this
Joe
about-
Flacco
we're
and
talking
Kenny Pickett,
about-
and you're gonna hate it.
We're talking about the Packers. And let me say it one more time. Oh
No,
my God.
you find a way to make things about the Falcons. We get to make things about the Falcons too.
Bro.
Turnabout is fair play, buddy.
I will lose my mind. I will lose my mind if we do stupid stuff like that. But I digress. Yeah, this was a really horrible choke on the Packers end. There is no reason that they should have lost this game. The Bears were dead to rights, especially in the fourth quarter. Caleb Williams was having a terrible game. The Bears offense could not move the ball at all. The Packers just, continued to get in their own way. I thought the Falcons, of course, it comes back to Atlanta, but I thought the Falcons had I thought the Falcons had bad special teams until I watched Green Bay special teams, and I think they have a rival. For
Dude,
how bad
we
how
have
bad a special teams unit is.
No, Jeff Hafley's defense forces a 3-and-out, and I get more scared because we're about to get the ball back. Like, I just go, oh, come on. I have to watch another punt.
Oh, dude. I will say this about this game. Again, I think the Packers are being punished a little bit too harsh for this.
I don't know,
It wasn't a
I don't know why
bad
they dropped so bad.
choke. Again, I placed
They were
them in
8
my
last
top-
week.
placed them in my
I dropped
top
them
five.
to 12 or something. If Love's in,
this is a really
this is a
bad loss.
pretty fairly easy game.
Winning that game.
Yeah.
Look, man,
We
I
will
just-
we will
I'm gonna-
inflict ultimate despair on you in January. I hope that comes to pass.
look, man, all I'm saying is
This podcast
I-
is now canceled because I made a Danganronpa reference against my will.
Oh, that's what you were going for. You. Even
Gross.
I wouldn't. And I'm a Danganronpa fan. Anywho, again, I think this is a little bit too harsh. Now, on one hand, I do agree. That was a very bad choke job. It happened, but I will say this: it happens.
Yes, but it's happened to the
No,
Packers
no,
on
no,
3 separate
no.
occasions this year, I think.
Like, I don't want to hear the excuse of, oh, chokes happen. They shouldn't. Don't care. They
but
shouldn't
it's just a
They
natural
shouldn't
thing of
happen.
football. I just wanted to say this though. I think 11 is a little bit too low. I still think this team is a top 5 team in football.
You are
Like,
the only
no,
one
get
who
into this-
thinks that.
You are the only one who thinks that. You know, and the only reason you're saying that is just to prop up the Bears. That's literally the
No,
only reason you're
it's
saying
not.
that.
No,
Yes,
it's
it
not.
is.
He's
Yes, it is.
scared
They are
about
in the top
January,
five
that's
last
what it
week.
is.
They are
I
not
have them in the
right-
top 5
right
last
now.
week, too, buddy.
Right now, they are definitely not a top 5 team in the NFL, especially without Micah Parsons, and no Jordan Love either. They are not a top 5 team in the NFL.
Look, man, I have them at 5 or something.
You have them at
That's
4.
still kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Look, man, the only reason why I say that is because, I still don't think the NFC is super. I still don't think the AFC is very top heavy. I think the NFC is super top heavy. The teams that suck in the NFC suck. But, the teams that are good in the NFC are really fucking good. And I don't feel that way for the AFC.
It's like 2
And
of
again,
them.
this game proved something. This team kept it close with Chicago until the very, very end. And honestly, I wanted to bring this up too. I know we all, in all honesty, I know we give a lot of credit to the Packers defense, but I looked up something today because I was a little bit curious, and believe it or not, I found something interesting. The Packers are first place, first in the NFL in terms of first half points per game. And I think they only allowed 6 points in the first half per game, which is good.
Yeah, they
That's worse than the NFL.
they've given up 30 points in the first quarter all year, I think.
Yeah, now
It's
here's
really
where it gets to
weird.
the other end. I looked up for the second half, and for the second half points,
That's okay.
and for second half points in the NFL, they're right next to the Giants of all teams, and that's kind of yikers, personally.
Actually, you know what? I'll let you say why you think that's the case.
The Packers have not been the best at halftime adjustments under LaFleur, if I'm being completely honest. Also, in like the first couple weeks where, the games just like got away from the other team, yeah, they were able to play prevent in the fourth quarter.
Again,
Like the first 2 weeks. I mean, like the first 2 weeks, yeah. But that Cowboys game was terrible for their secondary. They were getting carved up.
Yeah, having Keyshawn Nixon playing double agent will do that for a team, obviously.
And that's where I was gonna go, because I think the main reason why is because what you said is just not adjusting or bad halftime adjustments, and also that their secondary is just not that good.
They're half of their secondary. It's still a cornerback problem. The lack of pass rush without Micah Parsons does exacerbate it. Although they stopped, and this gives me some hope for the Ravens game, they kept Caleb Williams pretty contained. They didn't get to him, but he did not break off for runs. Like, he was not able to get to the outside like he did, 3 weeks ago now?
Yeah, I will say this for that game, and I'll get it more into the Bears. It seems for the most part they wanted to go for more of a pocket passer-esque game, because from the looks of it, they wanted Caleb to beat them with their arm, and they knew that they could. They were just waiting for the time to do so. Granted, it happened, but I'll get to that later.
Yeah, no. A remotely competent, not having the Raheem Morris of special teams coaches wins the Packers this game.
Yeah, that was.
Keyshawn Nixon probably still gives it up, but.
Keyshawn Nixon and Romeo Dobbs. I mean, Romeo Dobbs has to do that. You can say as much that it's a Rich Versace issue, but at the end of the day,
close enough. Down with that. Yeah, but it happens consistent. It's not just Romeo Dobbs. It's like 5 different people that we put back there on special teams, and they all have this issue. So it's not a special teams player thing; it's a coach thing.
I had actual Vietnam flashbacks to 2020, where I saw the Falcons' entire team watch the football go past 10 yards instead of falling on it.
Close enough. Welcome back, Brandon Bostic. I hope he's doing well.
Welcome back, Washington Commander legend Olamide Zaccheaus. I think
that's a fair legend, Olamide Zaccheaus. Thank you very much.
I think it really is, when plays like that happen, it is an indictment on how bad your team is coached, at least on special teams.
Yep.
That is something that should never happen. And it's something that I got to unfortunately.
Yeah, I saw the 8%, and I went, shit, it's gonna happen, isn't it? They flashed the stat, and I'm like, yep, I know where this is going.
What was it? Who caught the game tying pass? It was Colston Loveland, right? Leaving Colston Loveland.
No, it was Jade Walker, our homeless, undrafted free agent.
Yes, because Keyshawn Nixon didn't know his assignment. 10 out of 11 people on the defense did their job. I'll give you 2 guesses as to who it wasn't, and if you say Quay Walker, I'm ending this video.
Goodness, yeah. What a horrible choke. Top 2 choke this week. It's definitely number 1.
It's not.
We'll get to the second. We'll get to choke number 2. we'll get to the second worst choke. We'll get to the second worst choke.
You're gonna be waiting
later,
a bit.
But
dude, I'm not
gonna be waiting a bit for sure. But yeah, this was a really bad choke.
Jordan Love definitely has the potential to be better than Matt Ryan, and I think he's trending in that direction.
Win an MVP. Win more than 1 playoff game.
I'm very concerned when we're talking about the Bears, because I sense the ganking happening. But let's go on to the next team, so that way I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
They draw closer. Does anyone really care? Do you guys even care about this one?
I like the Chargers. I mean, hey, listen. I like Chargers a lot. I'm a massive Justin Herbert fan. He's like a top 3 favorite quarterback in the league for me. He played excellent. Quentin Johnston played excellent. Had a great game on Sunday. Their defense is also still extremely good, and they handled business in Dallas, which is honestly not really hard to do, because that Dallas defense is the worst in the NFL.
Packers put up 40. I'm just saying.
If it's not the Bengals, then it's the Cowboys. They are the worst defense in the NFL. If you're letting Quentin Johnston do that to you, Lord have mercy.
Well, to be fair, everyone was the Chiefs let Quentin Johnston do that in Week 1. He was pretty good for the first 3 weeks of the season.
Fair, I'm saying Quentin Johnston was hooping the first 3 weeks of the NFL season. He was playing so good. But
I will say this real quick. Quentin Johnston is on the Mike Williams path line, which is really funny because the first player that I think that like started off really slow but really rallied off at the very end of his career was fucking Mike Williams, and that's just kind of funny.
I mean, it happens sometimes. I mean, some receivers are just like that, so it just takes some time. I'm just glad Quentin Johnston is doing okay, and he's found a place on this roster. Is he replaceable? 100%. Same thing with Ladd. They are both very much replaceable, and they. I don't say very much. I don't like Ladd isn't very
not replaceable. I think
they're pretty. That's exactly, which is why I said they're replaceable. They can be replaced by someone who's better. For sure, they can find an elite receiver. But I don't think receivers their biggest issue. Their biggest issue is definitely just the fact that both of their offensive line, both of their starting tackles are out, and their offensive line is nuclear waste.
We're starting Makai back then,
which is literally why this team isn't going to make it far in the playoffs, which hurts my soul. And they're going to blame Jalen. They're going to blame Justin Herbert, and it's just going to make me sad.
Look, man, I think this upcoming game. Two things are going to happen. Two things will either happen. One, Justin Herbert's going to get sacked 15 times, or Justin Herbert's going to get sacked 2 times. And believe it or not, the game where Justin Herbert gets sacked 15 times, I think he wins, and the game he gets sacked 2 times is the game he loses.
Usually it's the opposite, because the game where he's getting pressured like a motherfucker is the games. These are the games that he loses.
Right, but I mean, we'll get into why I think that with Houston in a moment.
Is Justin Herbert better than Matt Ryan? All time, no. In my heart, no. These are two of my favorite quarterbacks ever.
He has the potential to be.
100% has the potential. 100% has the potential to be better than Matt Ryan. Currently, no. He's somehow more of a choker than Matt Ryan, and I didn't think that was possible.
To be fair, the Falcons are. I mean, the Chargers are a more choking organization than the Falcons.
I wouldn't even say more. I wouldn't say more. They are just the AFC equivalent of the Atlanta Falcons. They just haven't had a.
That's a bit mean to the Chargers, isn't it?
I argue the AFC Championship between the Patriots, where they get the interception and the fumble. That's a choke.
100% that's a choke, but that's like. But at the same time, it's not a 28-3 choke. They just haven't had their 28-3 choke yet, which will truly make them the equivalent to the Atlanta Falcons. But
that's cool.
They had their 28-3 choke a couple years ago when they were up 27 on the Jags when T-Law played.
Wild card game.
Yeah.
Wild card game. I'm like...
Wild card game, also, but the second largest blown wild card lead.
Look, all I'm saying is, are we surprised with that outcome? No.
Personally, I thought it was great.
Do you remember who their head coach was?
Brandon
Staley. Yeah, no, he's garbage. So I'm not surprised that happened. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, that's what I'm saying. They're the AFC equivalent of the Atlanta Falcons, which is why I kind of have a soft spot for them. And I like Justin Herbert. But, unfortunately for them, for agenda reasons, I need them to lose next week. It is what it is.
We will... this is a God-fearing household, and we will be rooting for the LA Chargers. Bills.
Yucky. Disgusting.
Dude, why can't they just be fucking consistent, dude? I get tired of this team every single goddamn game.
Great first half. Horrible
Josh Allen was doing fucking nothing but checking down all day today, and once again, James Cook showed up and proved to everyone why he's the main reason this team has been fucking cooking throughout the entire season so far. And I hate saying that because I feel like that's very unfair to Josh Allen, but like when you look how Josh Allen has played and how James Cook has played, James Cook is arguably running back 2 in the NFL. You could make a case that Josh Allen probably isn't quarterback, even quarterback 5. Quarterback like 6, quarterback 8 maybe. Yes, I avoided the other number to avoid the funny, but I think in general, it's just this team is being held together by the fact that the Bills' offensive line can run block, and James Cook is just probably the second best running back. Actually, with how fucking Jonathan Taylor has been playing, I think
Don't
James
say
Cook
something
could be
stupid.
Too late.
I think with how he's been playing recently, I think there's a conversation to be had that James Cook could be RB1 by the end of the season.
He's not better than Bijan Robinson. He's not better than Jameer Gibbs.
He's not better
He's
than
not
CMC.
better than Jonathan. He's not better than CMC. Definitely not better than CMC. We're talking about a running back that's done like so much for their team. Look no further than CMC, but we'll get to the 49ers later. He's been playing at a top 5 rate for sure, but they're just other running backs that do what he can do but better.
Look, all I'm saying is I think he's taken over Jonathan Taylor, at least for this year, because James Cook has been way more consistent while Jonathan Taylor has been really streaky, at least within these last couple of weeks.
No, he's been consistent, just consistently bad these past few weeks.
Well, and it's not even his fault. It's that teams have figured out, hey, we're just gonna stack the box. We're gonna make you throw the ball.
Yeah,
And
like
behold,
Jags game doesn't really
when
count.
When the Colts have to start throwing the ball, it gets ugly. Because this team lives and dies by their run game. If their run game isn't working, then it's just disgusting. But the Bills, this game was not pretty. First half it was looking very pretty. Second half it was looking extremely ugly. Dawson Knox dropped a wide open touchdown pass, which a hard play to make. I understand you got to make that catch. You still have to make that catch if you're an NFL tight end. Regardless, I mean, a win's a win. You're not going to complain about a win, but ugly. Clean it up. Their next 2 games against Philly, you're really going to have to clean it up if you want to beat Philly. And then the Jets, which is just the freest win, maybe, of all time. Super free win.
Can I also just say real quick, Jordan Poyer, I realized Jordan Poyer was still in the NFL this year when I saw that he got a pick. The jaw on my face dropped when I realized this motherfucker was 34 years old.
Buffalo Bills legend.
Look, man, good for him and everything. I'm happy for him. I just didn't expect him to be showing up against fucking Cleveland of all teams.
I miss
And
Russell
ironically enough, that's
Douglas.
his first turnover of the year so far. He also got a half sack.
He is, again, Buffalo Bill, 2010's Buffalo Bills legend, Jordan Poyer. He's been on that team, I don't know how long.
I forgot the other guy, the other safety. I always thought he was the better one for some reason.
I feel like I know who you're talking about, but he's like right off the top of my head.
I'm looking it up. I believe it's Micah Hyde. That's who I was thinking of.
Oh, Micah Hyde. I knew you were talking about Micah Hyde, yeah. Micah Hyde had that awesome interception.
I also miss
Micah
Micah
Hyde had that
Hyde.
awesome interception.
Go ahead, Kaveen.
Oh, I just missed Micah Hyde. Also, if you want to talk Micah Hyde highlights, do the one where he houses the onside kick.
Or that one-handed
True.
interception he had against the Vikings. That was awesome.
Yeah, but
Honestly,
I think housing the onside kick without breaking a step is an all-time highlight. That's kind of underappreciated.
Shout out
You know
to Micah
what?
Hyde.
You know how the MLB has a Hall of Very Good? You know what? I'm gonna make an executive decision. We're adding him to the players we remember that were pretty good. I'm adding him there.
Shoutouts to the Packers sending DBs to the Bills, and then they have a career resurgence for some reason.
We're just gonna call it the Hall of Cool Players We Remember.
Cool.
Is Josh Allen better than Matt Ryan? Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Begrudgingly, yes. Probably.
Congratulations, Jordan Poyer. Also, honestly, one last thing I will say about the Bills. Josh Allen is fucking frustrating, man. Why can't you just be consistently good?
Blaming him. Look at the
Also,
people
I
he's
meant to say
throwing
Micah
to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at the people he's throwing
Yeah,
to.
Keon Coleman is busy preparing cookies for Santa while on the bench for disciplinary reasons.
Ooh. Oh, right, yeah. Look, man, he is not he is on Santa's naughty list this year. He will be getting cold.
His best receiver is James Cook. Like his weapons
And
room
no,
is
his best
garbage.
receiver is fucking what's his name, the tight end.
For his tight end, I mean his tight ends, it's Dalton Kincaid or Dawson Knox. I mean they're both solid. Dalton Kincaid is better.
Kincaid is like a borderline top half tight end. Like he's
And
like
borderline. He's definitely on the upper. He's definitely in the upper echelon on tight ends. But if that's the best you
Wow,
got,
40
I mean,
minutes
Jesus
in.
Christ.
Yeah, now halfway through.
Yeah. Also, the Texans now.
Also
look, man.
ugly. Also
Off
ugly
the
wins,
list.
you
This team is fraudulent.
ugly.
They're
Ugly
bad.
win, but you take those. You take those wins. It was looking very trappy, but you take those wins and you run with it. You keep that win streak going into Los Angeles. You're gonna win. You're gonna win out. They're gonna win out. They're gonna win this. They're not winning this division because the Jaguars got two free. The Jaguars literally have 2 freebies back to back. They're not winning the division, but they're gonna win out. They're going to make a deep playoff run. Despite how their defense played, they were still missing some key players on defense. I'm still a firm believer in this Texans team, even with their offense. I mean, I can even say even with their offensive line, because their offensive lines like seemingly seem to have figured it out. Sort of, kind of. C.J. Stroud made an amazing throw to Nico Collins to end the game. Nico Collins is awesome. The Texans are awesome. They're a very, very greatly coached team. D'Amico Ryans knows what he's doing. I really wish this team the best.
I don't.
Again, my biggest issue with this team, CJ Stroud has great CJ Stroud has great games and then he has bad games. This wasn't a bad game bar any stance, and I am not just saying that because Chris will kill me. I am saying that because sometimes I just look at CJ Stroud and I'm like, where's like the rookie season magic? Like I feel like for some of these games I see a hint of that, but I feel like ever since I feel like all the magic he's had since his rookie season has been sort of sapped.
Bad offensive line play.
Agreed.
Bad offensive coaching. I'm not gonna say he's blameless. There's some games that he just does not play well, but at the same time, these past few weeks he's been very solid. So there's not much. I mean, there's really not much to complain about if you're a Texans fan. Aside from this game, which having a close game against the Raiders is probably very frustrating. But again, you take those wins and you run with it. I just hope they don't play like that for the rest of the year, because then I would start to get concerned. But I still think this is the best defense in the league.
Oh yeah, the Broncos are kind of playing like shit.
Yeah, I think after what happened, which we'll get into that later, Texans definitely have number one, even if they do let up 21 points to the Raiders. But you know what? We can chalk that up to Ashton Jeanty finally breaking out. And tell you what,
Yeah,
if we're fine to sit here and say that Ashton Jeanty is going to be a top 5 running back in the future and that the Texans just couldn't handle it, I'm fine with moving on, calling it a day, and we can all agree that the Texans will still be good.
He's gonna make an amazing piece of trade fodder in 3 years when the Raiders decide they don't want to pay him in the middle of their next rebuild.
Yep, when they're rebuilding again. Is CJ Stroud better than Matt Ryan? Hell no. No disrespect to CJ Stroud, but no, he is not. You're not gonna have these conversations. We're moving on to the next team.
We are not moving on to the next team. It is the call to action. There are YouTube metrics. There are studies that have been done. Please prove the studies right and subscribe. I have been told I will like the third bullet points. I will let that hypothesis be tested because we believe in academics here.
The comedic third bullet point this week, as you guys know, Christmas is in a couple days, and we are all in a very jolly spirit. So, in the spirit of giving, we will all be complimenting every NFL team. You have no say in this. You will be doing this, and we'll start off alphabetically with, of course, of course, he immediately wants to move on afterwards, but we'll start off with the San Francisco 49ers, ironically, because numbers become force. Who wants to say something nice about the Niners?
I
CMC
don't
is a
have
very
any.
incredible running back.
They they made Philip Rivers cry and say, "Dang it." They will not be seeing the pearly gates.
What do you mean?
CMC is a really good running back. This team is very well coached. There is a very solid chance they could actually win the division without like half of their defensive starters that they had at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, they're going to have fewer sacks than they do players on IR, which is kind of insane.
Well, afterwards, we have the Chicago Bears. I love Caleb Williams. He's so nice. I like him. He's such a cool quarterback, and everything. Such a cool guy.
Slander.
I still am a big fan of Roma Dunze. I wish Atlanta drafted him over Michael Penix, but no. It is what it is.
Afterwards, we have the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow is cool.
Joe Burrow is, in fact, cool. That is all they're gonna get from me. I'm gonna take that and also slander them at the same time. Zach Taylor sucks, and their defense is also horrible, but whatever.
In a division where 4 separate coaches need to be fired, Zach Taylor is the one who needs to be fired the most.
Which is hilarious.
Which is saying something.
Yeah.
Afterwards, we have the Bills. James Cook is very awesome, and you want to know what? Their cool jerseys. Their jerseys were cool when they were red.
I don't know. I don't know if people like that rivalry jersey. I thought the rivalry jersey was pretty cool. I like the white. I like the way it looked. That's the compliment they'll get from me.
They exist.
The Broncos. Peyton Manning is on the screen right there.
Sertantu is a fantastic cornerback.
Um,
He's a guy. He's a fantastic cornerback.
You know what? I'm just
shout
happy
outs to
they
Nick
lost to
Benito.
one of my teams. Thank you, Denver, for that.
The Cleveland Browns.
Nothing to say.
Is there really anything positive? They started Shadur Sanders. They're starting it for the rest of the year. There we go. That's something positive. Oh, and
Their Brown
shout out
jerseys
to-
look cool.
Shout out to Denzel Ward and Miles Garrett, I guess. But, Shadur Sanders is starting for the rest of the year.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The creamsicles look nice.
No.
Me when I lie through my teeth. And Mecca Book is awesome. That's it. That's all they're getting from me.
His name's a nice vocal stem.
The Arizona Cardinals. Calais Campbell is old, and that's funny.
Hey, shout out to Falcons legend Calais Campbell.
Shoutouts to Jag.
He blocked it. I don't think it was him, but they blocked the field goal.
Yeah. Shoutouts to the mayor of
Congratulations.
Saxonville and Jags legend Calais Campbell.
Paul Posluszny was personally my favorite, but we'll get to that later.
Oh.
Afterwards, we have the LA Chargers. Justin Herbert. That's
Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert?
I didn't say anything else. Justin Herbert.
The Kansas City Chiefs.
We don't
You
have
guys
to say
missed the
something
playoffs.
nice about every NFL franchise, do we?
Yep. He goes mute. Alex Smith was cool. And that's all. The Indianapolis Colts. I like Quentin Nelson. The Washington Commanders.
Jane Daniels.
True. Cowboys.
Nope.
Dak underrated.
Dak is a great quarterback.
Jerry Jones is a very smart and talented NFL owner, and he should trade more defensive ends to the Packers.
Miami Dolphins. I like their orange jerseys.
Their orange jerseys are pretty cool. I also like the throwbacks, and Jalen Waddle is a great player. Same thing with Devon Achane.
Dan Marino could probably still clock better than half the QBs in the league right now.
We're not going to say anything nice about the Eagles because they threw batteries at Santa. The Atlanta Falcons.
Nothing nice to say.
Bijan Robinson is awesome, so I will just be keeping my mouth shut with the Packers too. So, Bijan Robinson is awesome. Drake London is also awesome. James Pierce and Jalen Walker are great rookies, and they should be in the front runner for Defensive Rookie of the Year. But they're going to lose it to that crazy white man in Cleveland.
You know what? They gave me a very nice documentary to listen to on road trips because they blew that Super Bowl lead. I'll give them that.
I wonder what team we beat the absolute shit out of to get there. I wonder.
New York
You would have done that to any team.
Eli Manning.
We just did you a favor and made it so Dallas wasn't insufferable.
True. Which I will. You know what? We'll get to the Packers later. I'll get you guys there. You said the Giants.
Eli Manning. He beat Brady twice. That's good enough for us.
No, I dislike Eli Manning.
That one friend who doesn't like anything.
That one friend who roots for the Packers in 2007 and 2011.
Malik Neighbors.
The Jacksonville Jaguars. I like Trevor Lawrence and Jacoby Myers. And Parker Washington.
I'm glad they gave us one good year of Blake Bortles.
This team has given me a reason to hate, and I love it.
The New York Jets. I mean, is there anything really nice?
I mean,
thoughts and prayers, I guess.
They're going to get they have a black NFL head coach.
Far be it for me to like promote injuries, but the Aaron Rodgers gif is timeless.
But yeah, they have that too.
Yeah.
Him coming out with that American flag. Yeah, heck yeah.
USA.
The Carolina
USA.
Panthers. Cam Newton. Cookies.
That's the Cam. Shout outs to Cam Newton. One of the most underrated MVP seasons, maybe of all time. It is actually crazy. You want to talk about a carry job? My goodness. His best receiver was Ted Ginn Jr. And you see his stats? Yeah.
Ted Ginn Jr.,
awesome.
a player I hate.
He was awesome his MVP season. Also, Harold McMillan is great.
Yeah, him yelling "I'm back" and then having whatever stat line he did was funny.
The New England Patriots.
The other devil was nice enough to give us a few years off,
7
I guess.
Years. They drafted Mac Jones. Thanks for that, I guess.
The Raiders, Ashton Genty and Brock Bowers and Max Crosby.
Genty, literally just Ashton Genty and Brock Bowers. Just not Max Crosby. Just Ashton Genty and Brock.
The LA Rams. Jeff Fisher was an inherently funny head coach.
Got Devontae Adams a record.
7-9, man. I unlike a lot of other people in the league, I actually do really like the Los Angeles Rams. Matthew Stafford is great. I'm glad he finally got his ring. Same thing with Sean McVay. He was not shackled to Jared Goff anymore.
The Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson.
Love you, Lamar Jackson. I love you, Lamar Jackson.
Please rest up another week, Lamar Jackson. You've earned it.
The Saints. They got some cool fucking jerseys.
Do I need to say something about that?
They drafted Rashid Shaheed, and that's pretty cool.
Reggie Bush. That's what I'll give. And Chris Olave. I like Chris Olave too. And Alvin Kamara. Those are the three players I'll give. Everyone else, choke.
The Seattle Seahawks. My mom roots for them. That's cool.
Shout out to Mike McDonald. He's an incredible NFL head coach.
This team will also not see the pearly gates.
And JSN.
The Pittsburgh Steelers. Urinating Tree got me. Urinating Tree helped me start doing this, so I guess that counts.
I'll say shout out the tree. That's the only good thing I'm gonna say about the Steelers.
Go,
Shout out
Aaron
the tree.
Rodgers, go.
Sure, man.
Texans. Matt Schaub was pretty funny, and
You said
Ryan Fitzpatrick was all
Comments withheld due to likelihood to get us demonetized.
We don't even get monetized.
You already know how I feel about CJ Stroud. You already know how I feel about this Texans team. This is one of my favorite teams in the league. Their defense is awesome. D'Amico Ryans is a fantastic coach. This team started like 1-5, and they're now like 10-5. What a great team.
Titans. Cam Ward is nice. I like him.
Cam Ward, Steve McNair, rest in peace. You gave us the Music City Miracle, which is one of the best names for a play literally ever.
And lastly, the Minnesota Vikings.
Speaking of miracles, you gave us the Minneapolis Miracle so I could laugh at the Saints forever and ever and ever.
I think you're missing one.
I skipped the lines.
That felt perfect.
Yeah, we're good. We can move on.
Jahmyr Gibbs. That's Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah.
Oh no. And Calvin Johnson. Shout outs to them and Barry Sanders, I guess.
Wrong, the skipped NFC North team, buddy.
No, we talked about the Packers and the Bears.
We didn't talk about Green Bay.
Oh, we didn't. You didn't say anything nice.
Yeah, we didn't. We did not talk about Green Bay.
Green Bay. The Green Bay Packers.
Thank you for letting us laugh at how bad you guys are at onside kicks.
Agreed. I love the Packers special teams.
Well, Rich Bisaccia reminds me that I am capable of feeling hatred for people.
The Niners.
Well, golly, that sure was a game.
Yeah, we wasted too much time on that last bit. This team's too boring to talk about.
They're too boring, and they didn't punt once that game. Are they really boring?
I mean, they made Philip Rivers cry, so like...
Yeah, this team will not see the pearly gates.
I mean, honestly, I'm here for that, because I hate Kyle Shanahan.
You exist, Niners. Brock Purdy will never be better than Matt Ryan.
Not a day in his life. Never even once a day in his life was he better than Matt Ryan. This team actually has a solid chance to win the division this year. If they beat Seattle Week 18 and handle business against Chicago next week, oh my God!
Which they realistically should, but
I mean, if the Packers lose on Saturday, the Bears could just rest their starters for the next 2 weeks.
How would they do that? They're playing for seeding.
Yeah, they're playing for seeding.
I mean, honestly, I would much rather play like the Niners than the Packers.
Let's not get the 1 seed. Yeah, let's rest our starters to not get the 1 seed to get a bye. Yeah.
Look at Onk. He's optimistic.
Look, man, Seattle could win, and the Niners could lose. The Bears couldn't be able to do anything. Like, if the Bears beat the Niners and Seattle wins, Seattle just locks up the 1 seed.
Do they?
Yeah.
Good for them.
If they somehow lose next week to the Panthers, the Rams go back into the 1 seed if they win.
Right. Yeah. Nah, it's not likely the Bears get the 1 seed. I could see them rest their starters, but I doubt it.
That
sweet feeling of catharsis.
Bo Nix didn't even have out of a game.
He did. He was actually pretty.
No, Bo Nix has not been the reason that these games have kind of sucked for them.
Their defense is falling off a cliff. My gosh.
4 of 5 in the red zone for the Jaguars.
Fucking Riley Moss got targeted 13 times this game.
Yeah, he's the weakest link. Same thing with Jahdae Barron. He's just I still like him as a prospect. He's just not PS2.
I still don't get the pick. I just don't. Especially when they're not even playing him much.
Also agree with I don't understand the pick. I understand this for the future, but like this team desperately needed help offensively, and they could have used a really explosive guy.
They need someone more than Courtland Sutton. Like Troy Franklin is fine, but like he's a wide receiver 3 that
but replaceable.
And Pat Bryant is like a wide receiver 4. They
Solid,
need
but
a
I'm saying decent but replaceable. Decent but replaceable. Even Cortland Sutton is a great.
No, he's not
Good receiver.
replaceable.
He's replaceable. He's definitely replaceable. He's easily on the lower end of wide receiver ones in this league.
I still don't think he's replaceable. I think you should have him around. He's a good guy to have around. He's always a reliable.
I'm not saying. I mean, he's a good rider to have around. I'm talking about like as your main X. Like you probably want to. You probably want to do a little
like
better
a
than
Justin Jefferson. Okay, yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
not even like a Jetta is like a real genuine number one
like
target.
Like a Garrett Wilson.
Like a Garrett Wilson, yeah. Like,
I mean,
I don't think he's on that level. I just don't think he's a good
Yeah,
enough playmaker.
I'm just gonna hold my comments for the Jags.
Carnell Tate, I guess.
Carnell Tate could, Carnell Tate that easily, but he's not going to be there by the time the Broncos are picking. Definitely not. He's not going to be. I can guarantee you that he will not be there by the time the Broncos are picking.
Look, man, Tankathon is what I've been basing shit off of right now, and
the Chiefs, if they were smart, are drafting Carnell Tate.
No, I don't think so.
Why not? Look at their receiving core. Why wouldn't
they? I think
they?
they're going to draft defensive line because that's what really.
Good, but like their weapons room isn't good. I mean, they probably should draft defensive line because they do need help there. Because like, despite what everyone's saying, the defense has not been good, and their secondary's been really bad.
Actually, they need a Chris Bell. Chris Bell would be good.
I say they still need a dominant receiver. They just don't have that. Holmes can only do but so much. But this is we're getting sidetracked. We're talking about the Broncos. This is a very, very, very weird loss for them. They just got completely outgunned throughout the entire game.
Can I just say, I hate everything RJ Harvey stands for because this motherfucker is not a running back. He is James White 2.0. This motherfucker does not run the football. He is a fucking Tariq Cohen. He's a James White. This motherfucker is not a running back. He is some freak of nature that like morphs between a wide receiver and a running back, and I hate. Granted, he's such a cool player. He's incredible, but I fucking hate it. He's so goddamn weird. Like he's the type like he'll get like 7 carries a game, and then one game 19 carries a fucking another. And of course, the game where he gets 17 carries is the one, like 7 carries is the one that's way better than the one that he had fucking 19. He confuses me, man. Way too weird. I like him, but he's such a fucking weird back. Yeah, not much else to say. Get another weapon for Bo Nix. And also, Bo Nix is a perfectly serviceable quarterback, I think.
Never in his life will he ever be better than Matt Ryan.
No.
Sure.
He can be a Brock Purdy, though. Brock Purdy's fine.
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh.
I mean...
I'm not impressed, honestly.
Yeah.
Not impressed.
They should have blown that team out of the water with Lamar.
Not impressed.
Lamar was in at the start of the game, apparently, but...
Yeah, but still. Drake May had a very bad pick at the beginning of the game, which is funny because this was his first ever 300-yard game, which is insane.
That is actually crazy. I swear he's had a 300-yard game before. This is his first 300-yard game, which is insane.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really not impressed by the game that they had, even if they came back. Like the Ravens were doing everything in their power to throw that game away. Like if they didn't give a single snap to Derrick Henry in the fourth quarter, which is actual franchise malpractice.
Yeah, and the best part is John Harbaugh is still going to be rewarded with a 2-year extension.
You're going to keep that guy around, which is just hilarious to me.
Look, man, we can have a talk about the Ravens when we inevitably do fucking power rankings in the offseason, and John Harbaugh gets fired, which immediately puts the Ravens back at like the 14th spot obligatory. All I will say is this: Stephon Diggs had 9 catches and 138 yards. This did not feel like one of those games. It really did not feel like one of those games where fucking the Patriots played well. A lot of yards and a lot of substance, but I didn't really feel like it. Also, not related to the Patriots, but Zay fucking Flowers fumbles everything. How is this guy
Every
like
single time,
in the NFL?
every single time you need this man to make a play, he will fumble it for you.
It's just
Just
funny
like
because you get now.
yeah.
Is Drake May better than Matt Ryan right now? No,
No, not yet. Not yet. He definitely could be. He definitely could be. If he's in year 2 and he's already in MVP talks, he's probably gonna be top. He's gonna be top 2 in MVP voting. Yeah, and like he definitely can be. Not gonna deny that. As of right now, unfortunately, young Drake May, not yet.
Rams.
Oh, wow, really? It was a bad loss. Like, don't get me wrong. I think it's still worse than the Packers loss, but like, I didn't think they would go from first to fourth with our collective agreement.
This team is better than the Jacksonville Jaguars.
They're not
This
as
team
hot
is
as
better
them.
than the. They're not as hot. They are better than the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah.
Who do I trust more come playoff time? The Los Angeles Rams. I'm gonna say my piece before you guys can go out. This game was extremely fraudulent. I feel like almost every single Rams loss this year is just the most fraudulent things you're ever gonna see ever. Like the Eagles, it takes the Eagles 2 block field goals to beat them. The Panthers, I'll give the Panthers their dues. I feel like they kind of won. The Rams are playing sloppy. This game just it's the same thing where the Rams just completely choked that game in the fourth quarter. They had the Seahawks dead rise. This is probably the worst choke. It's up there. I don't know which choke was worse. No, I'll give it to I think the Packers choke was worse than this one. This was still a very bad choke. Just giving up to like 3 2-point conversions, completely missing an assignment on Eric Saubert, which is just insane. Just terrible special teams play on the Rashid Shaheed touchdown. Terrible defensive play on the Seahawks' second touchdown. I don't understand how you allow 16 points in under 2 minutes. That is ridiculous. How do you allow that to happen as a team? And like Puka Nacua has 225 receiving yards. Matthew Stafford, just only padding his MVP stats with no Devontae Adams either. It's just another weird Thursday night game that they lose. They shouldn't be choking games like this. But this was a pretty bad choke.
Yeah. Look, man, this Rams team is kind of cooling off. Again, I felt like they were cooling off ever since the Panthers loss, because I still feel like they should have beat the shit out of Detroit at home, but that was still, again, they were up, but Detroit still had a chance. I did think this team is starting to become more mortal now, but then again, we'll see. I think this team probably. I think if this team doesn't kick the Falcons' ass, I think we're gonna have to start being more concerned about them. If that's a game, yeah, we need to have legit conversations about them. But for now, we'll let it slide.
I don't know.
Is Stafford better than Matt
Rams.
Ryan though?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, just because he has Super Bowl, yeah, I'll say yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't had the career fall off, so.
True.
And he's gonna get the MVP. So yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna get an MVP. He's probably like a third to fifth ballot Hall of Famer.
I'll make it in.
He'll make it in. Ryan's a baby.
The only reason he's not looked at as one of the best quarterbacks ever is because he was playing on the freaking Rams. The Lions.
Yeah.
Completely wasted his career there, and it's just crazy.
And that was when he had Megatron. My God.
The year he finally, that team just completely wastes talent. Like the fact that team has never sniffed an NFC Championship with Matthew Stafford and Megatron is just insane. Sniffing an NFC Championship is way too nice to them. Not win a single playoff game with them.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. And then of course the year as soon as he gets traded from the from the Lions to the Rams, he wins the Super Bowl. I think it just goes to show how much of a hellhole the Detroit Lions are as an NFL franchise.
Yep.
But yeah, I think he's better than Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a what? Oh no! Oh
Start
fuck!
talking. Start.
Oh,
Start
Oh,
talking for me.
these are close. They're like 2
Oh,
points
yeah.
apart. I think it's like 88 versus 85. Yeah, I've been injecting that clip of Liam Cohen in the victory speech straight into my fucking veins, belt to ass, baby. I fucking love this team. This team is so much fun. This team plays with a level of hatred in their hearts that I don't think I've seen from like any other team. I love them. You guys can say
I
your
mean,
piece.
look, they're good. I think this is the hottest team in the NFL right now. I think I had them at 1, or maybe Seattle. I don't remember.
I think nobody had the Jags at 1. I'm pretty sure you have Seattle at 1.
Man, this team's really fucking good, and Trevor Lawrence is finally living up to the hype, and it took him like, I don't know how many fucking years.
5, and the worst coach in NFL history.
Which, like, good for him. He deserves it. But yeah, not much else to really say about him. That was a very solid win against a, I would say personally, a very bound to crash Denver team. But you know, at the end of the day, good for them. Not much else to say.
Yeah. Big, huge win for the Jaguars. You know, like, I'm glad they beat the Broncos because that Broncos team is just so fraudulent. I'm so glad I can just say that. I'm so glad I can just get that out of my chest. That team is so fraudulent. Like, Jags are really hot right now. I really hope the AFC Championship is the third matchup between the Texans and the Jaguars because I think that'll be a lot of fun. I would love to watch that. That would be such a fun matchup. But this was a great win for them. This is another culture setting win. Go into the hottest team at that time, the hottest team in the NFL.
Yep, hadn't lost a home game since 2024.
Like 11-12 game winning streak that the Broncos were on, and you went in there and just completely handled business. Just beat them from the first quarter all the way to the fourth quarter. Just completely owning them.
The Jaguars did actually briefly trail. It was 10-7 for a second.
Yeah. Okay, well then, my apologies, but still, you went into Mile High, you know, a really tough place to play to, just completely handle business. That is a fantastic win for the Jaguars. I don't really have many negative things to say about that. That was just a great win, great win. Their offense is clicking. Looking like the best offense in the league right now. It's clicking that well.
I mean, if you would like something to complain about, I'd rather see a Jags Steelers AFCG.
And that's only because you want to just continue to suck Aaron Rodgers off, and no one wants to see that. So, no thank you.
No, Jags Steelers are playoff classics. 2007? Effie, what are you eating?
And every single time the Jaguars win, I'm pretty sure.
You don't think that's part of the reason I like it?
Well, I mean, I want you guys to actually have a challenge, you know? Like, not the fucking Steelers. No one wants to see the Steelers win a playoff game.
I mean, they play the Steelers close.
It would be funny. It would be funny to hear you crash out.
Lose my mind. I don't know what team. I don't know what team it is. If it's the Chargers, or if Justin Herbert chokes again, I'll give up on life.
But yeah, all
that being said, is Trevor Lawrence better than Matt Ryan?
No.
Oh no.
No.
These past 5 games?
No.
Yeah.
These past 5 games? No. Is this better than MVP season Matt Ryan? Absolutely not.
I mean, if Trevor was playing like this to start, I could honestly see him being an
Name one 500-yard game he had. Did he get one? No. Okay, so no, he's not. He's not.
Name every Matt Ryan 6 touchdown game.
He did have 6 touchdowns, like through the air, or 6 touchdowns
just in
general.
Total. Tila has only thrown for 5 in a game, and that was last week.
No, he had a rushing touchdown that game too.
No, I'm saying it was 6 all-purpose touchdowns, but only 5 passing. 5 passing is his record.
I think Matt Ryan record is also 5 passing. It could be 4. I don't remember, but like I don't think Trevor Lawrence has had a 500-yard game yet. Ooh.
Again, I'm just playing.
Yeah, I know you are, because these are 2 quarterbacks better than any quarterback that is laced up for the Bears. So.
Look.
True.
Man,
I think Trevor Lawrence has thrown for 4,000 yards in a season before.
That was 2023.
I believe that was 2022. 2022, because he got really hot down the stretch.
Oh, that was when they beat the Cowboys. I remember that. Yeah.
Cowboys, Ravens, come back against the Chargers, losing to the Chiefs because fuck us.
Yeah, y'all were just. I mean, they were just outmatched that game. But, no, this was a fantastic win for the. Regardless, Matt Ryan better than Matt Ryan. This was a fantastic win.
Yeah. No, culture-defining win. The best one since KC.
The season turned around because of that too. Like.
No, their season turned around because they imploded against the Texans. Funny enough.
That was a egregious choke, but.
Yeah. Egregious joke, but they tore everything down, looked at it, and said, "We're gonna fucking fix this." And my God, they have.
Definitely fixed it. All right, let's go to the next team. Cause okay, I'll let you two talk. I'm gonna let you two talk. Go ahead.
Look, man. I don't even think we're the number 2 team.
You're not.
Ben Johnson will also not see the pearly gates.
You're just saying that because you're a salty bitch.
So I said I'll let you two talk. You guys have the floor.
Look, this segment's gonna be a half hour, and I'm just gonna save it.
Bears played good, earned their chops. They did enough to win, but they didn't do a ton. It felt more like the Packers beat themselves. I don't know.
I wouldn't say that.
3 points in the first 3 quarters. And playing against Keyshawn Nixon, you could only muster a field goal in the first 3 quarters?
Again, people forget that this Packers defense is good.
No, I know this Packers defense is good, but that's a hell of an indictment on the Bears offense.
Look, man, you're not gonna get it going every time. Like, this is like I looked it up earlier today. The Bears have only scored less than 8 points 3 times this season. Granted, twice were against the Packers. Look, I don't think this is an actual issue. I just think that the Packers have a better game plan to start. I don't think they have a better game plan to finish, because I've talked with some people. I will say this. People will say that the Packers didn't deserve to lose this game. I will say this. I feel that sentiment about the first Packers-Bears game, because if it wasn't for Keyshawn Nixon being bad at his job and quickly finding someone to cover,
he broke off. No, he broke off on the assignment.
He didn't know what the fuck he was. He didn't know what the fuck he was supposed to do.
Loveland came from a different spot and was completely open. Nixon made the split-second decision to go cover him, and he was rewarded by Caleb Williams throwing one of the worst passes I've ever seen. Very Jay Cutler-esque.
Look, man, that wasn't his assignment. He's just very lucky that the assignment that he went to worked, because 9 times out of 10 he's not there. Now, I will say this: did the Bears deserve to win this game? I don't know.
No.
But I will say this: you can say that all you want, man, but I mean, don't let up the. You had 3 chances to stop the game. You had 3. That's completely on you, man. That's completely on that team. And we praised Jeff Hafley a fuck ton, but fucking Jeff Hafley couldn't stop Caleb Williams.
Jeff Hafley wouldn't have been in that situation if Rich Bisaccia was not an active detriment to this team and the league.
Look, man, all I'm saying is the Bears, they did what they were supposed to do. Again, I've seen a lot of people say this. I've seen a lot of people say that the Bears didn't deserve to win this game. Okay, that doesn't really fucking matter. Like, if this was the Packers winning the game, I would be hearing the same rhetoric from you. You wouldn't be saying that this was a close loss and like the Bears deserve to win that game. No.
Yes, because I'd be right.
No, you wouldn't. He's being a troll again, guys. Anywho, nah, man. Look, bad first half aside, Ben Johnson has been electric in the second half, and sometimes that's all you need to win football games. And
they didn't do anything in the first half.
Look, man, this was a good game for Chicago. I will say this: the Packers had plenty amount of times to stop the Bears, and they didn't do it. That's on them. Now, I will say this: there are some immediate flaws. Yeah, this defense could not stop Malik Willis, which, again, part of that is not planning for a more mobile quarterback to come into the game, but also you have to game plan around that 100%. But I will say this, by the very end, they seem to learn how to shut that down. Look, man, and people will say you can't win. Teams that just force takeaways on defense isn't sustainable. We are consistently averaging 2 turnovers a game. I think this defense, with all its flaws, has something that they do well. And the fact of the matter is, if you can continue to turn the ball over, that's just as good as making it stop. So, all I'm basically saying is, I get that this Bears team isn't perfect, but to say that they're like fraudulent or like they don't deserve to be here is just insanely dumb rhetoric. That's only used because people aren't used to it, and that's fine.
Nah, this team deserves to implode like a neutron star in January.
Look, man, that would be way better. Like, you think I want to see my team not play football in January? This has been the happiest I think I've ever been. If we lose in, like, January, what the fuck ever. I got to see my team play January football. I haven't seen them do that since 2020. And I haven't seen them win a playoff game at all my entire time as a Bears fan. So if they win one, I will be happy.
It's never too late to change fan bases and watch a team that wins. I'm just saying.
Well, Chris, I'm sure you have
Caleb Williams will not be better than Matt Ryan.
I'm gonna start talking now. Let me just get this out of the way. This is a great win for the Bears, 100%. Are they beating the fraud allegations? No, they are not. Okay, so all joking aside, Jordan Love plays this entire game. The Packers win handily. I agree wholeheartedly. They are going to win that game because Jordan Love is just a better quarterback than Malik Willis at the end of the day. No matter how good Malik Willis played, you can say whatever you want about Jeff Hafley, but I agree with Kamain saying, like, if Rich Bisaccia isn't a fool, there's a very solid chance the Packers win this game. You know, Jordan Love doesn't go down, there's also, a very even more solid chance the Packers win this game. And, if their offense doesn't stall out 3 times in a row, because you're going to sit there and blame Jeff Hafley, you also blame the offense for stalling out 3 times in a row, which might not happen if Malik Willis isn't their starting quarterback. So, this is, again, I don't want to take too much away from the Bears because I don't want to say they handled business, but they came back, they fought, and they fought to win. That DJ Moore touchdown was electric. I will not deny that. That was awesome. Um, Caleb Williams had a great second half again. Can't ever play a full 4 quarters. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he had a great second half, great overtime. That was a fantastic throw to DJ Moore. Should this team be number 2? Hell no, they shouldn't be number 2. I don't know how they're even number 2 because they're not. I might put them over the Patriots. I wouldn't put them over the Broncos. I wouldn't put them over the Jaguars. I definitely wouldn't put them over the Rams. This team, Reams, we're going to lose our first game in the playoffs. And I know you're going to be happy about that. You are. You're going to be, I'm not happy that they're going to lose, but you're going to be happy that they're in the dance. Like, you should be happy that they're in the dance. But this team really does scream, this team is not making it far in the playoffs at all. Who are they facing right now? Who would they be facing right now?
Probably the Packers.
If the Packers are healthy, they are beating the Bears. I'm telling you that right now. They are going to beat Chicago. And even if it's in Chicago, they're going to beat them in Chicago. They're not going to win that series.
Look, man, I don't want to play them in Chicago. I feel very uncomfortable about that. I would much rather play the fucking Niners. And hey, the Packers would much rather us play the Niners because we would have a chance to kick them out of the playoffs, and that would mean they would have a chance to actually win the win the NFC Championship for once. Notice how he's all quiet right now because I'm spitting nothing but straight facts and logic.
Sure, man. No, it's because the Bears would also lose to the 49ers. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that because they face each other next week. I'll win that game. Y'all better win that game because I will be coming in.
Every single week it's been you better win this game.
Well, because you better. Because the way you're talking, or the way the Bears fans are talking, I should say, not really you, but the way Bears fans are talking, they're treating this team like it's the bee's knees. Y'all better go. This game, what was the game? This game is in San Francisco. Y'all better go into Santa Clara and win that game if you guys are really the contenders that you guys say you are. Because I am.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. Go ahead.
Look, I was just gonna say, I think a lot of the talk of the Bears are Super Bowl contenders mostly come from the fact, and I will just say this: everyone this year, besides anyone who wins the NFC South, have a good shot at the Super Bowl. You can see a vision for it. Ironically enough, if I'm the Bears, I'd much rather get the fucking 6th seed and play the goddamn Eagles. Because I feel if we have to replay that game, Eagles are not winning that, and they're getting.
You guys are gonna win your division. You guys are gonna win your division probably. Because who do you have a week?
I guess I'm happy about that, but I would much rather play the fucking Eagles.
I don't care, but if you guys are the contenders you say you are, you should go in. You should go in as favorites and beat one of these wild card teams. Should you not? I feel like they should. Again, we're two different kind of fans. If I'm sitting here and this is the Falcons sitting there at the 3rd seed, I'm elated. Especially if we win like that, I'm super elated and I'm talking all the talk in the world. But I get why you're being humble. I understand because the Bears have burned you before, and I know. But this is the best team your seasons, the best season your team's had in literal decades, and you should cherish that. But at the same time, I agree with the main saying when they said that the Packers lost this game more than the Bears won this game, because the Packers should have won this game. Green Bay should have won this game handily if Jordan Love plays, probably. But I digress. The Bears win. I mean, that's just how football is. Bears win. Stuff happens. Packers choked. Win your games. The Bears should not be at number 2. And is Caleb Williams better than Matt Ryan?
He has the potential to be.
No.
He hasn't showed it yet. He hasn't showed a glimpse of it yet.
I disagree. I will say it. He has that it factor. I think a lot of people have neglected to say that Caleb has that it factor, because I'm just saying that throw that he made to Jade Walker, that's not a throw that just anyone can make, in my opinion. It takes a special kind of quarterback to do that. Now, will I say Caleb Williams is going to reach that potential? I don't know. But I will just say this. I do think that it's possible he could be better than Matt Ryan.
Never a day in his life. He hasn't gotten there yet. don't want to say never a day in his life because he could. He has the potential. Yeah, you're right. He does have potential. He hasn't shown it yet. He hasn't shown a single part of it yet, but not once.
Yep.
He could be.
I think he has shown some of that potential, but that's a talk for another day. He's shown flashes. Like it took Justin Herbert a little bit to show his potential.
No, it really didn't. No, it did not. It took him like a week. It really didn't actually. It took
a team doctor losing his license for Justin Herbert to show his.
Yeah, and Justin Herbert was awesome against Kansas City, like legitimately. Yeah, like he had a throw that was just so good.
Yeah, they were like a field goal away from beating them, I think.
Yeah, they were really close to beating them. That team was not good. That was a really bad Chargers team.
Yep. Does anyone really care about this team?
I do. I mean, again, I'm a big fan of Mike McDonald. I think he's a great coach. I think he's a fantasy.
I mean, this team's really fucking good.
Yeah, sure are. I mean, I don't really have much to say about this team. I mean,
yeah.
I said I don't. I said I don't. It's crazy because I said I have. I want to say a lot about this team. I really don't. Like Mike McDonald has done cool miracles for Seattle because I remember like a few years ago. I want to say like 1 or 2 years ago. This team was like dead to rights when Pete Carroll left. It was like, oh, there's just no good quarterback. There's no blah blah blah. Yada yada yada. Like there's nothing there. Like this is one of the worst situations in football. Mike McDonald comes in, and it's easily one of the best situations to be in football right now. He has the defense clicking. He has this offense clicking. He has the entire team clicking. He's making like Sam Darnold going from great coach to great coach was really doing a lot for him. Even though he really wasn't necessarily like really impressive on Thursday, he had a fantastic throw to JSN down the hashes, which was a great throw, great catch. And they just have that clutch factor that I just can't do anything but just respect Seattle. I have nothing but respect for this team. They should be in the NFC Championship alongside the Rams this year because I think those are the only two real contenders in the NFC this year. I don't think there is a chance that any other team in the NFC is realistically going to make the NFC Championship. Though that Thursday night game is more than likely going to be the NFC Championship this year.
Well, it's entirely possible we're seeing Seahawks Rams as a divisional. Because the Rams are 5 right now, aren't they? The Rams are the 5 seed?
Yeah, the Rams are 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if the Rams if the Rams beat the NFC South contender and then, the home teams win, we're gonna see Rams Seahawks divisional.
Well, we're getting Packers Bears, so I would pick the Packers to win that game.
We'll see.
Who's the 2 seed?
The Bears.
2 seed is the NFC
the Bears,
North.
Never mind. Oh wait, no.
Although if the Bears lose out, it's probably going to be Packers Eagles actually, and then it would be Bears Niners. Or no, if the Bears lose out, the Eagles are gonna probably finish with 11 wins. Actually, no.
If the Bears lose out and Packers win out, Packers win the division.
Yeah, they win the division.
Yeah, but the Eagles have an off chance of getting the 2 seed because they could end up with 12 wins.
Oh, right.
It's reliance on them beating Buffalo, but they're not losing Week 18.
Want that. Again, I would rather play the Eagles again than anyone else.
I think just about anyone would rather play the Eagles. Yeah.
Because the Eagles are probably the weakest team in this. They are the weakest team in the NFC right now.
We are in.
As you can tell.
Yeah. Darnold, in comparison to Matt Ryan, he sure is a quarterback that snaps the football.
He definitely is a quarterback. I'm saying he's definitely a quarterback that plays the game of football.
He snaps the football. I'll give him that. Not giving him much more.
He has the occasional good throw.
Yeah, having the best wide receiver in the league this year does feel like it carries him, though.
Having the best wide receiver in the league, yeah. I was gonna say something, but no. That's for another time.
Yeah.
But yes,
Look at my boy. He's happy.
Yeah.
He threw 2
Yeah.
touchdowns and a pick six, but he congratulated the guy who caught and returned the pick six. I fucking hate the 49ers. Sorry, I flippin' hate the 49ers. He's grandpa of the week. Enjoy him, Aaron Rodgers, and other unks, because they do not make QBs like they used to. Um, and he might cook Sunday. He might cook with the season on the line.
I hope so.
I almost hope he
That was only
does,
for
but that's
show.
more contingent on the Chargers winning than anything else.
Yeah. Well, I will say for the Riverside chat, man, we're really about to see our childhood retire again right before our eyes.
Yeah, but at least he's gotten the recognition he deserved because he's not playing in like the twilight of Brady's career with the Bucks.
Oh no, that's kind of crazy. Philip Rivers has technically has technically outplayed Tom Brady when you think about it.
Yep, and Tom Brady can never come back.
Oh right, yeah, because ownership rules. Haha.
Yup.
Yep.
Suck it,
He's
Brady.
a great commentator. He's a great commentator, though.
Yeah, no, he's come into his own as a commentator.
He's gotten better at commentary. To quote Kamain, he fucking hated Brady to start off with commentary.
I still kind of hate Brady, but that's just because it's Tom Brady.
Yeah, it's literally just because it's Tom Brady. I don't even hate Tom Brady for the Super Bowl. I hate the Falcons more than I hated the Patriots when they lost that Super Bowl.
I rooted for him against the. I rooted for the Patriots in 2014. I will very openly admit that.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense for you because after your team choked like that, hell yeah.
Thank you, Russell Wilson, for passing the ball at the 1 yard line. It's the
Can you be careful for calling that dumbass play call?
It's the one time I've truly hated rooting against a Wisconsin quarterback. Oh well.
Oh yeah,
the Jags long snapper has gone to 3 consecutive Pro Bowls, and that's it. And the only Packers Pro Bowler is off on a farm.
Doesn't have a functioning leg.
Yep.
Look, man, I wasn't planning on bitching about the Pro Bowl, but you know, I try not to care about this too much. But there were some fucking snubs, and I want to talk about them real quick. First things first. Deshaun Wright, Bears cornerback. I know.
Yeah, dude. Whatever, dog. We're not talking about no damn Deshaun Wright.
Leads the NFL in turnovers. That deserves a fucking.
Bro, we don't care. We do not care that he leads the league in turnovers. We really don't.
You think that he should be in over fucking Cooper DeJean, who's been ass all year this year?
He should be in over Cooper DeJean, but like that's not really saying much.
Again, he deserves a spot. Another thing I want to say too, when looking at it, fucking. Look, man, I try not to bitch and moan about some shit, but fucking Joe Alt has played football for a grand total of 6 games this season, and he made the Pro Bowl. Like, can we be for real? Like, I get it, he's really fucking good, but like, I at least get Micah Parsons because he just got injured. I do not for the life of me understand fucking Joe Alt. Also, Trent Williams has not had that great of a year either, but you know, whatever. Also, too, I just wanted to say, for quarterbacks, you know, I was a bit of a homer and was like, man, I'm pissed that Caleb Williams didn't get in, but you know, I look back at it and I'm like,
he didn't fucking deserve it. That's why.
No. Let me get to it. I was like, you know what? There's better quarterbacks than him. But I'm more pissed that Sam fucking Darnold got a second Pro Bowl nomination. Who the fuck is getting
he deserved it. Because he deserved it. What are you talking about?
Over my gosh. Jordan Love? Over Jordan Love this year?
Absolutely, yes, because he has the counting stats over Jordan Love. And he's played more games than Jordan Love. Yes, absolutely. And this is not me. I am not a Sam Darnold shooter, but 100% he deserves to be in the Pro Bowl.
In
Absolutely.
that case, Jared Goff deserves to be in the Pro Bowl because he has
No, he
better
doesn't.
numbers than Darnold.
Well, yeah, but his team is losing. Darnold is not losing. His team is winning, very much so.
Look, man. I'm just saying, man, the Pro Bowl sucks. I shouldn't have given a shit about this, but I gave a shit about it.
That's what you got. Stupid.
Me stupid. Oh, okay, buddy. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. I will say this: I am at least very happy that our guard got in as a starter over a certain other guard named Chris Lindstrom, who I was told was not
Chris
better
Lindstrom
than
made
Joe
the Pro
Thuney.
Bowl. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Joe Thuney is a starter over him, buddy.
No, he's not.
Yes,
Is he? He probably did. He get more votes, maybe. Well, again, look at the team's records.
Yeah. Look, man.
Look at the team's records.
Great this season. He's been great this season. Also, Drew Dolman also got his first Pro Bowl nod, which was.
Oh wow! I think this was the first time we had a unanimous number one.
Fuck! What the fuck? How the fuck did Nick get 7? What the fuck?
Apparently, he just knows ball more than the rest of us. Yeah, I don't really have anything for the 2-minute drill. Duval.
Updated Super Bowl matchups. For the shits and giggles, I think a cool Super Bowl would be Bears versus Jags or Bears versus Bills.
We already talked.
I would love to see that Bears Jaguars Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Just to see what the two of you would do.
The first Super Bowl with 18 turnovers.
Nah, man. That would be the... Nah, man. The Bills fucking Bears Super Bowl would beat the fucking Chiefs-Rams, like a diet version of the Chiefs-Rams Monday Night Football game. I firmly believe that. Because, like, both of those defenses can't do shit but turn the fucking ball over. And the only other thing that they do well is fucking play offense. And good
Like,
lord.
literally.
Yep.
That would be a fun offensive Super Bowl. That might end like 61-58.
Probably not. Yeah. Subscribe.